everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Both teams hope to get one over their in-state rival as the Spurs come into Houston. They won their last game Monday night.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Tip-off goes to Houston. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward, and it's Splitter in at the 5. Ginobili outside. Now the pass to Duncan. He dishes it to Parker. Leonard on the wing. Back to Parker. 5 on the clock. Shot on the way, and he nails the jumper. Parker's got the opening field goal of the game for San Antonio.
Yeah, that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
Howard setting the pick for Harden. Pass to Covington. This one for 3, and he gets it to go. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a 5-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
All right, Doris. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
A low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending, deflected away.
Now here's Howard, averaging 9 points per contest. It's Harden with the drive, and the basket good.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 3-point game. Parker dishes to Duncan. Poked away. Leonard with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami, and he gets it to go.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Now here's Fry. Feeds it to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Covington kicks to Fry. 6 to shoot. 18 feet out. Tries again, and Howard finishes it off.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Duncan with the screen for Parker.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws here for the night. And Tony Parker drops them both. Here's Fry. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Jones with the screen on Parker. Fry passes to Jones. He feeds it to Howard. Fry dishes to Jones. And Fry slams it in. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Houston. And that one's good. Parker.
Such an aggressive attitude he has. No invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
Quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Howard with the screen on Parker. And here's Harden for 3, and another 3 for Houston.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Now here's Parker. Not a lot of room. There's the dish to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's Fry. Right now averaging 27 points a game. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Here's Howard. Soft touch off the glass. Howard's got his second best.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
It's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Tony. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. You look at Green, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, James Harden.
Well, inside or outside, these are all very reliable, very consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
I'd say it's beyond a safe option. It's a great option. The ISO play was made for these guys. All they need is just a little room to operate, and you can count it up. Buckets.
Buckets. I like that.
Spurs trailed by 4. Mills with it. Now guarded by Fry. Over to the left wing. And it's Patty Mills with the 3.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Fry, covered by Mills. And Fry kicks to Harden. They set the pick. Shot off the screen. A rebound by the Spurs.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
Well, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Now, here's Diaz, averaging 8 points a game. 5 to shoot. Green inside the 3-point line. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Fry. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Fry. Misses the 3. From half court. It's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, Steve, Clark, what are your thoughts?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
On the court for San Antonio. Green out there with Matt Bonner. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Boris Diaw, and it's Mills, and it's point guard. They set the screen. It's Ariza on the wing, guarded by Green. Baseline try, and that one's good.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
San Antonio trailing here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had 30 points, and he was a thief out there as well, adding a hefty amount of steals to his total. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it, everything was going his way, and he attacked.
Passing his back.
Astetto trying to do everything. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Out to the wing. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Charity stripe shot, and that one's good. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Howard. Puts it up from 7. Here's Fry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fry's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
I'll tell you what, since the end of the first quarter, he has really come alive.
And Mills kicks to Dion. And there's the feed to Ginobili. It's good. The assist that time from Dion. 7 points for Ginobili.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And here is Fry. 6 points for him. Here's the screen. Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Dion. That is good. 8 points for the Wizards.
This defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Here's Ginobili. So the...
Tony, you guys have seemed to be in a...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. A nice chunk of our offense in the first half came from the low post. And one thing that should definitely do for us in the third quarter is open things up on the perimeter. We should have a lot of room to operate outside. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end. I want to be sure that we always have at least a couple of guys getting up court, ready to receive the outlet pass and get an easy bucket on the break. We expected this to be a battle, and it has been. From here on out, it's a battle we're going to win. Get a hand in, fellas.
And now the start of the second half. Nice game. Great performance by the Wizard.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Wizard out there with Harden, and it's Covington in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
So we got a moment now. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. 15th in steals, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage. He's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
And you know, see, going back to his steals, I mean, defense has really been at the core of his identity. He poses a lot of problems to whoever he's guarding, and that helps the team at the defensive end.
Now here's Parker. Here's Leonard, and that one's good. Leonard's got 8 points. And Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. Competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, Clark. So this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
Howard, good. 6 points for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Parker outside. Ginobili up top. Splitter kicks to Leonard. Shot from 12. And the jumper falls for him. And the Spurs lead by 1.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Rockets number 1. The Spurs second.
The shooting display with these two teams has been awesome. I mean, there are three-point shooters all over the floor.
Fry with the ball. Covered by Parker. And Fry slams it in.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Now here's Parker. He's got 6. Kicks it to Splitter. Pass to Ginobili. Dishes it to Duncan. And that one's good. Duncan's got 8 points.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Harden kicks to Howard. Howard gets the screen from front. They get it back. On the basket by Jones.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Houston. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, San Antonio, a game and a half out.
When I look at San Antonio, they played terrific basketball this year. They haven't missed a beat after the success they had last season. It's hard to find a team that matches up with them comfortably.
Well, you're right, Parker. And they would probably have the upper hand against almost any team in this league. And they're a very difficult matchup. They've got plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. What I like is they play hard every single night.
Duncan outside. And Parker, here we go. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. 8 points for Parker.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen, and the other using it to get that separation.
Harden kicks to Howard. No block shot. Bank shot. No good. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Memphis.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. 6 on the shot clock. A 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Parker passes to Duncan. Parker dishes to Leonard. Back to Parker. Lets it go from 11. And another basket for San Antonio. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard.
Howard, that's good.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
So for the Rockets, Trevor Ariza's checked in for Terrence Jones. And it's come in for James Harden. San Antonio also making some changes. Horace Diaz checked in for Duncan. Corey Joseph comes in for Kawhi Leonard. It's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now, here's Fromm. 11 points in the game. He kicks it to McCallum. And the pass to Howard. To the right wing. Fromm. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Diaw, the screen. And Joseph kicks to Diaw. And the 3 off target.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Now Fromm. 13 points in the game. Misses the 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Pass to Mills. Over to the wing. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Fromm. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. McCallum misses.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Diaw can't hit.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Ray McCallum. San Antonio also making some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Joseph. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. On the court for San Antonio, Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. And it's Diaw in the pivot spot, manning the middle. 5 to shoot. And Ginobili. Here we go. And the layup's good off the glass.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
The Wizard is checked in for the Rockets. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's slammed in by Ginobili.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the 3-ball is good. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
They grab their own miss. They shoot again. He lays it in.
And at this stage of the game, that offensive rebound and putback is enormous. And that feels like a 4-point swing.
Up to the right wing. Here's Fromm. D right on him. Here's Howard. Shot's good. Howard's got 10 points here in the second half.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Ginobili, no luck. And the Rockets take it the other way. It's Harden with the drive. Good. And now it's an 8-point Houston lead.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Here's Parker after the made shot from Fromm. And stolen by Fromm. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. And turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
Parker passes to Ginobili. Duncan. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. And Duncan gets it to go in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden dishes to Fromm. Feeds it to Jones. Down low. And it comes once again. The bucket from Fry. Fry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket. Right in the shooting pocket. For a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Now here's Duncan. It's stolen by Jones. Harden kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Fry. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Rockets leading by 8. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 22 points for the Wizards. Splitters checked in. Now here's Parker, guarded by Fry. The dish to Duncan. Back to Ginobili. Parker sets the screen for Ginobili. Duncan outside. He feeds it to Ginobili. Just 5 to shoot. Ginobili left side. Splitter. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
High inside. He's against Parker. No good from front.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
For three. And Jones pulls it down. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston. That's a 2 from Parker, and it's Parker again missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
And it's James Harden with the rebound. Taking the win here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort aided by the season.